Tupac of my generation. Young black nigga trapped and he can't change it. Know he a genius, he just can't claim it. Cause they left him no platforms to explain it. He frustrated, so he get faded. But deep down inside, he know you can't fade him.
The Slauson intersection. To truly understand Nipsey, you have to understand the concrete heat of South Central Los Angeles. Before the Grammy nominations and the luxury partnerships, there was just a kid named Ermias, obsessed with the mechanics of the world. He wasn't just a student of the streets. He was a student of technology and business. He spent his early years building his own computers and studying the blueprints of those who came before him. He was the Asim Unique of the West Coast, a talent that felt like it had no father, because he was combining the grit of the 60s era with the digital foresight of the future. Nipsey was a pioneer of the direct-to-consumer philosophy long before it was a corporate buzzword. He didn't wait for the industry to validate him. He set up shop on the very corner where he used to hustle. He was capturing the dirt and the grace of the struggle in real time. Whether it was the raw, cinematic energy of the Bullets Ain't Got No Name series or the legendary Proud to Pay campaign where he sold mixtapes for $100 a piece, he was proving that the value of the art was determined by the artist, not the machine. He was building an empire out of his own integrity, and the world was starting to take notice.
Follow me, DC, do this. Get your money worth today, DC. I need the whole crowd. 1, 2, 1, 2. We on
The Crenshaw Shift, building the blueprint. By 2013, Nipsey Hussle wasn't just an artist. He was a civic leader. He adopted a frequency of long-term goal thinking, moving away from the short-term gains of the rap game and into the sustainable growth of his community. This era was a glitch in the matrix because Nipsey was reinvesting every dime back into the block. He opened the Marathon store, a smart retail space that combined fashion with technology, right in the heart of the neighborhood that raised him. He was a figure of immense discipline, inviting everyone from local youth to Silicon Valley investors to see the potential in the inner city. This was the era of the vertical integration. Nip moved from being a rapper to being a real estate owner, a tech investor, and a mentor. He was proving that a rapper didn't have to leave the hood to be successful. They could buy the hood and change the trajectory of every family living there. He was building an empire out of the marathon philosophy, the idea that life isn't a sprint, but a steady, calculated journey toward greatness. He was the bridge between the old-school street legends and the new-school venture capitalists, showing the world that hustle is a universal language.
I get in here, you know what I'm saying, I just zone out. A lot of times I'm gonna write it. You know, Rollo be in here and I hop in the booth when I hear the beat, hit press play, and we just go back and forth with lines, you know what I mean? Just run it over and over and over until it's a verse, and we listen back, we always blown away.
The Victory Lap, the evolution of a king. In 2018 and 2019, the world witnessed the absolute peak of a modern-day revolutionary. The gutter of his early struggles had finally culminated in the Victory Lap, a masterpiece of an album that served as a graduation ceremony for the entire West Coast. Nipsey moved from the underground legend status to a global icon, earning the respect of titans like Jay-Z and Kendrick Lamar. He was no longer just a rapper. He was a mogul who was blending street narratives with high-level economic theory. He used his platform to talk about the marathon of generational wealth, the reality of ownership, financial literacy, and the power of a unified community. He became a muse for a generation that was learning that the greatest flex isn't a chain, but a deed to a property. He looked just as home in a high-fashion campaign as he did standing in front of his store on Slauson and Victoria. He was everybody's everything to a neighborhood that viewed him as the living proof that you could make it out without ever turning your back. He was trying to show every kid watching him that the game is rigged, so you might as well build your own court. The marathon continues. The final chapter of the Nipsey Hussle story was written in a moment that the world still hasn't fully processed. On March 31st, 2019, at the very intersection he had spent his life trying to uplift, Ermias Askedam was taken from us. He was only 33 years old. a man in the middle of a profound transformation, reaching for a version of victory that included a massive destination resort and a STEM center for the youth. The news didn't just trend, it stopped the heartbeat of Los Angeles. The loss was felt in the boardroom, the locker room, and most importantly, on the corner.
I think we so influenced by what's cool.
Yeah.
Even if you like think about the era we grew up in, my jeans would, I'd have got clowned in school wearing jeans that fit. I swear to God, they'd have talked bad. They'd have talked bad about me. And my shirt stopping up here, they'd have clowned me.
You go back
bro.
and look at them pictures like.
But his DNA is permanent. His posthumous influence is staggering, with The Marathon Continues becoming a global mantra for perseverance. He proved that the independent route wasn't just a choice. It was the only way to maintain your soul. He showed the industry that loyalty and ownership are the ultimate currencies. He left a blueprint for the community mogul, showing the world that your success is only as great as the people you bring up with you. He left the marathon in our hands, and the baton is still being carried by millions.
Say what's up? Stand up. Put your motherfucking hands up one time.
The eternal neighborhood Nip. We lost Ermias that day, but the marathon architect is still here. You hear his authoritative rumble in the voices of every artist who demands their masters and every entrepreneur who starts their business in their own zip code. You see his influence in every kid who realizes that the marathon doesn't have a finish line. It only has milestones. He was a son, a brother, a father, and a visionary. He was the king of Crenshaw who told us that the highest human act is to inspire. And in doing so, he made sure his inspiration would outlive us all. Rest in power, Nip. The marathon continues.
Appreciate the support, and until next time, hustle.